We're here today with Moore Ave Underground Band in Aylmer, Ontario. And we've got some of the band members here. We've got Caleb, Jack, and Joseph. And these guys here are kicking out some great tunes, and we just wanted to bring you here today to ask you a bit about, how did this band start? We're here in your basement. You guys are making a name for yourself, and you've got quite the following on Facebook and on the internet. How did you guys come to be?
Well, we came to be because we wanted to bring a lot to our community, bring the talents and gifts that we have to benefit our community. So we thought what better way to do that was with music. And it started off with me and my brother Josh trying to do stuff together, but could never find a soul drummer and bassist. And bottom line, and Jack never really showed an interest, and he started playing. And he's like, hey, I want to do this song by ZZ Top. So I picked up my bass and I started playing, and it was good. And we had a pretty good set that we were playing around at the school, and then we got brought the opportunity to play in Port Burwell, and we were doing a song, Little Black Submarine, and we're like, we need a second guitarist. So after that show, we started practicing with that, and I started bringing up the second guitar part, and we needed a bass player. And Jack's like, I have this buddy that plays bass, and Caleb came on, and we just kind of never really looked back. And now we have another drummer, Sean, who comes in and does some songs with us on drums as well, and it's kind of going. It's motoring really well. Do
you find as young adults, alternative rockers, that you get targeted by the tobacco industry or by the alcohol companies and substances as like party hard, be a rocker, get trashed, and smoke your faces off?
Oh, absolutely. I definitely feel that there's that stereotype there with playing music and rocking out, that after a show you go to a club or you just party your face off. But in truth, with us, we just come home and just sleep.
Yeah. Especially with me saying again with Dave Grohl, so I listen to a lot of Nirvana and Kurt Cobain. Don't have to say a lot about that. So I was like, you listen to a lot of Nirvana? Yeah. Oh, see, no, I don't. Sorry. Yeah. I come home and I sleep.
Have you guys ever been persuaded to smoke? Any of you guys?
I've especially when I'm in high school and going to high school, I have to walk right through all the people smoking outside. So it's there, and there's a lot of it. So I would say yeah, but I turn my head to it and say no, sorry. I'm not mean about it. I'm polite.
To be honest, I've had the temptation to do it, but in turn, I've heard more disadvantages to it than benefits to it. So, and I've had the temptation, but I've just been I don't want to.
Especially with the history that our dad has had. He's done a lot of it. He was there, and when growing up, him knowing that, he still gave us all the freedom that we had. He told us his mistakes and the things that he did with his past, and he didn't tell us not to. He didn't tell us to do. He gave his story and told us to go and make our own decisions and give us that freedom. So it's a lot, he did it so we don't have to in a way, but still he gave us the freedom to go and make our own choices and make our own mistakes and have our own stories to tell.
And you guys definitely put your passion in your music, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's hard. You can't smoke and sing. I used to smoke. It wasn't, I'm not proud of the fact that I did it, but I own up to it. And I used to smoke some weed too, and it's not good for you. I decided that I needed to become a better person, and it's an amazing style of life to live. You feel cleaner, you're healthier, you can play sports.
How long have you been quit then for?
I've been clean for about 3 years since I stopped. I used to smoke steadily, and summer grade 8, I was like, okay, I'm done. So.
Great. And in the scene of music, do you find you get cravings again? Does it always come back to you?
I find that for my grade 9 year, especially you go to school and then I have to walk through the smoke pit too. And it's just it's there, right? And it's just something that you gotta think, if I start doing this again, then I won't be able to play music to the full extent that I can play music now.
Yeah.
So it's just, you just gotta find a reason to not do it, and focus on that and let that be your drive.
And the reason can be anything. It can be music, sports. If you find someone in your life that just inspires you to like, I want to be better for that person.
Yeah.
That could be your reason. That was my dad's reason. I mean, when he finally got sober because he was an alcoholic, I was learning how to walk, and I kicked over his last beer, and then he went to the fridge, grabbed the last one that was there and dumped it down the drain, and was done ever since. That was kind of his thing. Like, he met my mom. My mom was a big key for him to get clean. And then, you know, he started having kids, and then it all came to the realization that this is the way to be. So you can find inspiration to be done in anything.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, you guys just finished playing at our Stage for Change concert. First year we ran this in St. Thomas, and you were awesome. You guys were awesome on stage.
Thanks.
And your dad was right there cheering you on, and he
Yeah.
had some pretty amazing words to say about you guys and how inspired he is by you. So it's nice to hear that there's the back and forth between you guys to him and him to you. It matches out quite well.
697. I fell in love with the most amazing woman any guy could have ever imagined, and I almost lost her because I was an idiot who drank a lot of booze and sold a lot of dope and did a lot of really foolish things with very valuable time. And I didn't have a lot of excuses because I knew from my own father that there was a way out, and a lot of these guys probably know there are a lot of ways out. For me, it amounted to getting off my butt and not being lazy. I knew where the places were to get help, and they were 10-minute walk away. So I made a decision to start walking, and I did. And almost 20 years later, here I am, clean and sober. And there's no doubt about it. I'd never imagined I'd ended up in Aylmer, Ontario, St. Thomas, Ontario. Your communities were welcoming and loving and supportive to a very young father who didn't have a whole lot of work experience, but I don't know. I mean, I remember celebrating my first year in sobriety, and I said to those people that when I'm done and I get off the stage and it's all said and done, and you know I'm walking back to the table, you're going to clap, and what you should be clapping for is yourselves, not for me, because all I was a really humble guy who was willing to listen and do what I was told. You're the people who put up with me. Putting a bottle down is easy. It's learning how to live without it that's the struggle, and we all know that. And so if it's a day, if it's 24 hours, if it's almost 20 years, it doesn't matter. It's a day-to-day walk to do something different. And I mean, I think I would wrap this up by saying it's worth it. It's worth it, man. It's worth it. I celebrate 22 years married. Don't know why she stayed with me, but she did. I've got a kid who's in his third year of university. I got one who is an incredible athlete. Another one around here somewhere. Ditched. That guy right there, you saw him in the morning trail. And all these young people who continue to come to my house and hang out and spend time with me. And wonderful parents who allow their kids to come and spend time at my house. I'm blessed. I'm blessed beyond belief. So stick with it. You know, if you're struggling today, stick with it. Reach out to the people in your lives and don't give up, man. Because the benefits are beyond explanation. Thanks for listening.
Why did you guys decide to support the Stage for Change concert?
Because it's for me, it's everything that we support and we're about as well. So it was a happy coincidence that we found that there's a whole event about what we're doing, and it's incredible to see that it's all about the community, and it's about, you know, living clean, sober lives, and you know you don't have to be wasted or high off your butt to have fun. Like, you can go to a rock concert, be completely sober, have a blast.
Yeah.
And for us, because I live a clean, sober life, I don't do any of that stuff, and that for me, it's incredible to see that there's actually events out there supporting that we can go out and we can show our support as well. It's that for me, that makes me happy.
You're dispelling myths. right? And some of the common myths, like we were just talking about, is to rock, you have to go to a concert, to go to the bar, you have to party hard, get wasted, those kinds of things. And you guys are here dispelling myths for us right now, and that's what you did at Stage for Change as well. You rocked it, and it was a great time, and we certainly enjoy hearing your music, and hope to hear more of you as you guys grow and get more out on the scene.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're waiting for Josh to come home, and we're gonna have some originals pumping out sooner or later, which is I'm really looking forward to that, so we can really start having our own music to play instead of just playing covers all the time. Which we're not done doing that. That's still a thing. It's still fun to do.